Well, well, well. Another day, another creep has been exposed, and this time it is a developer of a small indie horror game by the name of Bad Parenting 1, Mr. Redface. As you can see, the developer is 2002 VN. Now, this is a very popular game that kind of popped off around like October 9th. A lot of the big streamers played it, like Queso, like Corey Kenshin, right? It's got this kind of creepy, eerie art style, but it also kind of looks like a weird animated movie from like 2005-ish, right? You get the vibes. The game's only $1.99, but I'm not going to buy it because, as this video is going to entail, the creator of it is kind of a disgusting weirdo. So I'm not going to be buying this game, although it does look pretty interesting to try out and honestly play. And now the interesting thing is the game is currently at overwhelmingly positive, and the recent reviews are very positive. We'll see how quickly that changes as more people start to find out about the allegations we're going to be discussing today. Now, an anonymous person put together this document. It is a 17-page Google Doc, and it's simply headed as Unglit1, so I'm going to guess that's like the anonymous user this person is going by. And the title of the article is simply A&H is a P word, right? You know what that P word is. And then you can see it right here again. A&H is a P word. As a reminder, A&H is the creator of Bad Parenting, a game that went viral on YouTube and TikTok, played by big YouTubers like Queso, Speed, XQC, Corey Kenshin more recently. His Discord ID is, and then here's his ID. Now, for anyone curious, a Discord ID is essentially the number that is given to every single Discord account, right? So it's not like the hashtag, it's not the username, it's not the name. Once you are making a Discord account, you cannot change the ID no matter what, right? So this ID is his, right? It doesn't matter if he changes his user, changes his name, changes his nickname. This is always going to be his Discord ID. This document is being made because we cannot stand to see A&H getting so much fame after we know what he did. He's been minors and manipulating them, making them think they're at fault. As a reminder, A&H is currently 22 years old. His victims were all under the age of 18, going down to 14, right? So we're going high school age. I think freaking 14 is middle school, right? So we got some real young folks getting involved in this situation. Obviously, it's gross. It says every image will have a context to it, explaining how things got here. Our victim will explain how everything started with A&H. It started when she sent him a friend request. At the time, the victim had her age in her bio, so 14. After adding her back, they began to talk frequently, became friends, doing VC and playing together often. So at first, it was platonic. The victim was acting the same with A&H as with her other friends. Then it became more private when the victim was talking about her feelings and personal life problems to A&H since he's an adult, or more mature, wishing that he could make her feel better. A&H shared his problems, and in return, he established a relationship of trust between his victim. The more they talked, the more they became closer. The victim's feelings were confused. They started dating. Obviously, the problem here is not the fact that you're venting to a person or having an online friend that is, a humongously vast different age. If you're an adult, you shouldn't be friends with children, but it's possible that you engage in like a video game or you engage in an online community where you're simply platonic, right? You simply involve playing video games, sharing artwork, sharing hobbies, right? It's like going to a convention for like Comic-Con, right? You're going to bump into people who are younger, people who are older, but as long as everything is, relatively public and safe and PG, nobody's really bothered, right? I mean, I have a Discord, I have a vent channel, I have people in there who are younger. They're not like 14, that's insane, but we do have people in there who are younger. We also have rules that prevent things like not safe for work, and if people are caught talking to people that are, this age, they'll be quickly given the boot, right? So I completely understand like building a relationship with people who are, different ages. But the problem is, once it gets private, and then once you start dating, you're 22, you should not be dating someone that age, just because kind of common sense here. Now, here is proof of this relationship. We have the A&H saying, my name is blank. Wow, same name. Same name as your girlfriend? Yes. You have the same name as my boyfriend too? That's crazy. I love my GF so much. I just want to bite her cute cheeks. I love my BF. I just want to hug him all day. I bet he wants the same thing. I hope so. You would be his sofa. What the heck? Okay, so obviously they're flirting, right? This is the A&H. And he's saying that that's like his girlfriend's name, blah, blah. They're corny flirting, right? Which is completely fine for someone of her age, but for him being a creepy old man, almost based on these messages from back in August of last year, big no-no. In this image, we can see how he referred to the victim as his girlfriend, knowing how old she is. Everything was normal for her here, explaining she felt safe. Of course, you're young and you have a older person, taking advantage of you. You're going to feel safe. That's kind of how it works, unfortunately. That's how people build relationships. They build trust. They ask you how you feel. They want to learn more about you. And then they're going to, use it against you because they built that bond with you. It's why people like teachers, people like parents, people like babysitters, people in power have power structures, right? Because they hold something over you, whether it be emotions, whether it be money, whether it be actual power. They hold something over you. And in this case, someone who is older, more mature, has a lot more knowledge. They have a lot more experience in life, and they will take advantage of you. In this case, we are seeing that. Now we're getting into like some pyrocynical stuff here. It says, "You're so cute. I'm going to eat you. Swallow me." Disgusting. "I want to live inside your belly." What? Weird emoji. Smile emoji. Do we need an explanation for this? No, we're scrolling past that because what the heck is that? "I'll lay ears on your belly and try to hear them. I want to live inside your belly, especially my arms and belly. Moi on that belly. Moi on your big belly." So yeah, we're getting some real pyrocynical, fat belly stuff going on here, right? Obviously creepy in context of who he's talking to. If grown adults speak like this to each other, I really don't care. It's still cringy and weird. But the fact that he's talking to a 14-year-old is absolutely vile and really weird. And now we have the girl here saying, "I effing love you. A&H, I love you more. I love my girlfriend. I love spending time with my GF. You love what? I love you," and I guess that's her name. "I love you, baby. I don't know. I just love when you're being silly and cute. I love it when you're being shy. I love it so much. I love you. Ah ha ha. I loved it when you were shy in the call. You're so cute. Blah, 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 baby talk. I feel so cringe when I'm like that. OMG. No, don't feel like that when you are with me. I want you to be comfortable." Still proof their relationship, doing calls. And we can see like there's dates throughout all of this, right? This is all the way up to 11. We started back in August, right? So this relationship was going on again after the release of this game. So the game released, this guy started, hitting it big. Big streamers started playing his video game, and he still continued this relationship with a minor. And then right here, she even says again, "It's 14 where I am," like to remind him of the age. He says 18 would be better, obviously. "LMAO, I'm joking. I don't want to rush you. No, you're cute. You're not rushing me. You don't feel like that. Of course not. You listen to me. I mean, kids and adults have different way to love, and I might make you do the adult way. Sometimes I forget you're still 14 and made mistakes." Gross. So again, he's acknowledging this relationship, this age gap. He's not pretending that she's older, right? Like sometimes you see that in like these predator catcher videos and things where the person will be like, "I thought they were older. Like I just role played that they were older," or blah, blah, blah. Like this guy clearly knows she's that age, right? He's not pretending. He's not putting on a facade. He's not trying to hide it. He knows. Kids and adults, he knows exactly what he's doing, but he keeps going. He truly doesn't care. Now, A&H ended up replying to these allegations in his own Discord server that have been wiped. Luckily, someone archived them in another Google Doc that I'm going to show you right now. Part 1 says, "Denial. The A&H gave weird responses to the allegations, which are absolute lies." He says, "Summary, a few months ago, I met E in my own server and was friends to each other. We often played games in the VC with many other members, but since we had played Sky together, we got closer. Until one time in Sky, she confessed she loved me and told me she wanted to be my girlfriend in private. I said no and told her to wait till she turned 18. Many times, not once. I also forbade anything, even jokes. I didn't want that anything to happen between me and her, but then every day I still talked to her a lot and spent hours to play games with her. I found it was not okay and told her to tone it down, be normal like everyone else, and it only lasted for a short time, and everything went back to the way it was because she still have that kind of affection with me." I'm reading it the way he types it. I'm going to guess there's some sort of like language barrier. This guy's from a different country, like English might not be his first language, or he might just be really bad at typing. I don't want to make any assumptions, but it says, "In our final weeks, I let the boyfriend and girlfriend joke happen. It's my fault. It's not right, and I don't have any excuses for this. I could have ended this whole a relationship with her at those times, block her out, but I didn't because I still wanted to talk and play games with her. I kind of used her to vent all daily problems, life problems. You may wonder why the F I picked a child. It's because kids don't judge, so I can freely tell everything problems I had. But at the same time, I had another plan to end all romantic things in the relationship. I tried to talk less to her, talk more to the other girls on the server, so she would think that I don't have anything with her anymore and give up. And here's the result. She got mad and finally ended it all and exposed things between me and her. If you all are waiting for an apology, there won't be one because I don't have any reason to apologize. I only do that to that girl and did it months ago, but this isn't everything. There are still many things I have to tell you guys. That's all I did to her. Many of them are my fault. So it pretty much is admitting to this relationship. It's kind of like we just saw with that Zyf guy, Ziff, the Minecraft YouTuber who pretty much got exposed for having a relationship with a younger person. And he pretty much turned around and said, yep, it happened. Sorry. Oops. A real big stinky. Right. Again, completely disgusting. Like once you admit to this kind of stuff, there's no real coming back. Like you can talk all day, every day and say like, I just didn't want to hurt her feelings. I just didn't want to. Okay, well, you don't take advantage of a young person because you don't want to hurt their feelings, right? You tell them to screw off, right? You give them a big middle finger, right? I don't know. And let's add that he is showing no remorse. 6Speed says A&H was a bit freaky with a 14-year-old is now getting effed over, I'm going to guess. And A&H literally replies, freak level infinite. So it's not like he got exposed for like liking feet or something, right? Or liking BBWs, right? He got exposed for liking young folks. And he thinks it's funny to laugh at. It's absolutely bananas. Now, right here, we have the A&H guy who is pretty much denying the group allegations. He's asking, how is waiting group? Then I should have just went for it even when she was blank. I hate when people cut stuff off, but I'm going to assume he said I should just went for it even when she was her 14, right? Obviously, anybody with a brain knows that if someone is under the age of 18, and you pursue a relationship, you talk to them, you kind of edge them on to do things they shouldn't be doing at that age. And then the second they turn 18, you're like ready to push full force. It's not rocket science, right? Obviously, there are instances, again, where I've mentioned, like I have a Discord, I have friends, I talk to people in that public server who are like 17 years old, right? If you just talk to people in a public setting, it's not grooming, right? It depends on what you're saying. And what we're seeing in these messages is indeed grooming. And the crazy thing was when the allegations started coming out, when he was getting called out, he denied it. He pretty much said like, wait, when, show the proof. And then when the proof came out, he switched his story up. And that's about it. What is it? January 18th, 18 days into the new year, my friends. We've already had, 3, 4 predators, right? The Diddy stuff's coming around. Who knows what's going on with Jay-Z? There's that lawsuit right now with Drake and Kendrick. All right, crazy year so far. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think down below. Not really much to say, man. Yet another creep getting called out, getting exposed, rightfully so. It's been real, y'all. Peace out.